Why did XRP whales buy 170 million tokens despite 9% price drop, and what's next for XRP? These questions and more news we will discuss in today's video. Welcome to CryptoWhale. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So if you're interested in everything around XRP, this is the place for you. Did XRP whales buy 170 million tokens despite 9% price drop? XRP price continues to trade under pressure as a persistent downtrend shapes short-term momentum. The token has struggled to break above descending resistance since the beginning of the month. This prolonged weakness has created uncertainty across the broader crypto market. Despite the downturn, some investors view current levels as strategic entry points, forming the base for a potential recovery. On-chain data shows XRP's realized price now sits above the current market price. This metric indicates that the average holder is at a loss. When the market price falls below the realized price, assets are often considered undervalued from a historical perspective, marking a potential bottom. Past cycles reveal that XRP rarely remains in this zone for extended periods. Similar conditions have preceded swift price rebounds. While no outcome is guaranteed, historical patterns suggest that undervaluation phases often attract accumulation and renewed buying interest. Institutional investors remain notably active despite broader market caution. For the week ending February 20th, institutions added $3.5 million worth of XRP exposure. This brought month-to-date inflows to $105 million, a figure unmatched by Bitcoin or Ethereum, which both recorded net outflows. Sustained institutional demand reflects strategic positioning rather than speculative trading. Professional investors often deploy capital during periods of weakness. Continued inflows may provide liquidity support and strengthen the structural foundation for XRP price stabilization. Large XRP holders also appear confident in the asset's long-term outlook. Addresses holding between 10 million and 100 million XRP accumulated more than 170 million tokens over the past week. This buying activity occurred during a 9% price decline. Accumulation during falling prices signals conviction among influential wallet holders. While the increase is not historically extreme, timing remains significant. Coordinated accumulation from whales and institutions may reduce circulating supply pressure and contribute to eventual upward momentum. XRP price is trading at $1.33 at the time of recording, remaining below a descending trend line established earlier this month. The asset continues to face technical resistance along this barrier. Without a clear improvement in broader market sentiment, XRP may struggle to break higher in the near term. After losing support at $1.36, XRP now looks toward $1.28 as the next key level. Macro conditions worsened following U.S. President Donald Trump's 15% global tariff hike. Risk-off sentiment may weigh on digital assets. Continued pressure could push XRP toward $1.28 or even $1.21. However, stabilization in global markets could shift momentum. Ongoing whale accumulation and institutional inflows may support recovery attempts. A breakout above the descending trend line would signal structural improvement. If XRP clears $1.47 resistance, the bearish thesis would be invalidated, and bullish momentum could re-emerge. Let's also talk about that the analyst says March is the month for XRP. XRP has been showing notable consolidation after a period of decline, and traders are closely watching potential breakouts as March begins. The weekly chart shows the token testing the lower boundary of a descending channel, suggesting accumulation ahead of a possible upward move. Crypto analyst XRP Captain drew attention to the chart's structure, noting the pattern of consistent lower highs and lower lows over the past months. The analyst noted that XRP recently touched the lower support line of the channel, suggesting a potential base for a rebound. The current price action, just above $1.33, suggests that buyers are stepping in near the channel's lower boundary, signaling the possibility of upward momentum. Based on the chart, XRP Captain suggests that March will be XRP's month. Weekly candles closing above recent lows could be a strength for the token. The analyst's chart also shows that resistance sits near $1.95, which has contained rallies over the past 2 months. A sustained move above this level on the descending channel could open the path toward higher targets. The weekly candle formations reveal a mix of red and green candles with longer wicks at the lower end of the channel. This shows buying pressure at lower levels, with sellers unable to push the price significantly below $1.35 despite recent attempts. This suggests accumulation by market participants in preparation for a potential upward move. The overall trend has been downward since mid-2025 when XRP hit its all-time high. However, the convergence at the channel's lower boundary indicates that XRP may be ready to change trajectory, and the analyst believes this change will start in March. A recent analysis by CryptoWhale, another well-respected analyst, reinforces this outlook. CryptoWhale predicted that XRP could reach $4 by March 2nd and rise as high as $9 by March 11th. These projections align with the current technical patterns, suggesting that March may present significant price activity for the token. Several other analysts share a bullish perspective, noting the alignment of support levels and the potential for momentum to accelerate. All XRP has to do is break through the upper resistance in the descending channel, and it could reach a new all-time high next month. And lastly, let's talk about that the SBI Ripple Asia just made major XRP ledger confirmation. Global financial institutions are increasingly implementing blockchain solutions, signaling a shift in how transactions and payments are processed worldwide. Crypto commentator XFinanceBull emphasized the significance of the XRP ledger as adoption accelerates among financial institutions worldwide. He noted, "We're buying this at these prices while global finance is being rebuilt on it," signaling strong confidence in XRP's utility and its integration into institutional networks. XFinanceBull sees XRP's current prices as a major buying opportunity, telling investors that they are still early. Investors can capitalize on the technology before full-scale adoption drives substantial demand and price growth. SBI Ripple Asia released a report in 2026 confirming the XRP ledger's ongoing implementation across multiple financial institutions. The report states that the ledger is being actively used to provide technical support based on regulatory compliance, highlighting its operational readiness. SBI has consistently shown support for XRP and is collaborating with AsiaWeb 3 Alliance Japan to support the rollout of this blockchain infrastructure. The report confirms that the XRP ledger is positioned to enhance transaction efficiency and security for participating institutions. The report details that SBI Ripple Asia works with AWAJ to deliver technical support tailored to regulatory requirements. This includes ensuring that system configurations and ledger implementations meet local financial regulations. Financial institutions deploying the XRP ledger gain access to support for implementing payment rails and compliance tools. SBI Ripple Asia emphasizes the ledger's ability to operate within existing frameworks while providing scalable solutions for cross-border transactions. SBI Ripple Asia's Memorandum of Understanding with AsiaWeb 3 Alliance Japan marks a coordinated effort to integrate the XRP ledger across major financial hubs. The report notes that multiple banks and financial firms now use the ledger to implement secure, standardized processes. This adoption reinforces the XRP ledger's position as a core technology for institutional payments and digital asset management. XFinanceBull highlighted that the ongoing institutional adoption will increase demand for XRP. As more banks and financial institutions connect to the ledger, the available supply of XRP on exchanges could tighten. The report corroborates this trend, showing that the XRP ledger's technical integration is advancing in parallel with rising institutional participation. The report suggests that the XRP ledger will continue to serve as the backbone for financial institutions seeking secure and efficient blockchain-based payment solutions. XFinanceBull noted that current XRP prices reflect an early stage in this adoption cycle, suggesting potential upside as implementation expands. So, how do you think? How are XRP investors acting? Disclaimer: this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. With this, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, let us know in the comments your views on the XRP, and make sure to turn on the post notifications to get notified every time we post a new video.